Well, wouldn't you know, comedian Samantha Bee is suffering pretty much no consequences at all for her repugnant attack on Ivanka Trump. And the liberal media double standard apparently also applies to MSNBC's Joy Reid. Over the last few weeks, hateful and nasty blog posts by Reid from as far back as 2005, they've all surfaced. Well, she's repeatedly apologized for the posts. Her network says she has evolved, and her show remains on the air. Joining me now, one of Reid's targets, New York Times bestselling author Ann Coulter. Ann, great to see you. I'm sure none of this surprises you. I mean, this is what you and I have become accustomed to. Liberals can say anything they want about women, minorities, Jews, and get away with it. But you found some interesting nuggets from her past.
Yes, it actually went up on Daily Caller today. One was she was wishing for you and me to be left in the public square in Iraq, which I think is interesting because I agree. I wouldn't want to go to a majority Muslim country. I don't know why liberals want to turn this country into those countries. But she considered that really, the worst thing you could do to us. And then in a separate post, I guess she liked or retweeted someone suggesting that I don't know if it was just me or both of us kill ourselves. And then, of course, there was the always popular calling me a man for having a beautiful swan-like neck. Liberal women, as long as we're being frank here, aren't used to that because they have rolls of fat on their neck. They're really taken aback by my beautiful swan-like neck. But the point of all this is, I mean, these nasty, nasty things that get posted by liberals, it shows they just wanted to get rid of Roseanne. I've been told my entire life, oh, no, newspapers, TV stations, they're just trying to make money. It's whatever the public wants. No, it isn't. It has never been that. Liberals say much, much worse things, but they're part of the political agenda. The reason they wanted to fire Roseanne was, I mean, she used to be kind of a left-wing loon. She became a Trump-supporting, still kind of a loon. But she had a wildly popular program, and apparently it was popular with Trump supporters, whom they enjoy calling racists.
Did you see that they're trying to maybe reboot the show without her? With just her daughter, who's obviously the more liberal character, and John Goodman apparently said, "Oh, I'd be up for that." I mean, but this is the kind of ideas they have. There's the half of the country who voted for Trump, roughly. All these people are looking for something that just doesn't offend them on a minute-by-minute basis. And this show kind of had some funny moments where someone who liked Trump wasn't ridiculed every 5 seconds. So that's all it was. It wasn't even all that political of a show. But I bet, the producers, the people behind the show, they were tired of having to answer for it at various social events in L.A. or Malibu. They don't want to answer. This is a nice, kind of ugly way of saying, oh, this is off the air. We can go back to doing business as normal, Ann.
Right. I mean, I never saw the old show or the new show, but when she was getting ratings like we haven't even heard of for 20 years, to be dumping that show because of crazy tweets she was sending. She has always sent crazy tweets. This is nothing new. I mean, I don't want to be sent to the concentration camp. Yes, I condemn her tweet. But she's always sent crazy tweets that are deserving of condemnation. It has nothing to do with that. And if they really cared about offensive tweets and so on, well, obviously Samantha Bee and Joy Reid wouldn't be on air. But we got to keep them. And
I want to talk about where this party is going. I talked earlier to Dinesh about this and how everything has become radicalized. They claim that Trump's the radical, where he's kind of really pretty mainstream and wants to work with Democrats on trade and other issues. And yet we see the Democrats now lurching toward perhaps an Elizabeth Warren, a Kamala Harris, maybe Cory Booker in 2020. And then you have the old establishment figures like John Boehner out there a couple of days ago. He came out and he's still sniffing and harumphing clearly about Donald Trump. Let's watch.
I want to talk to you about what's happened with the Republican Party.
There is no Republican Party. There's a Trump Party. The Republican Party is kind of taking a nap somewhere.
What do you think about old Boehner's comment?
I hope it's not a nap. I hope it's dead. I want the Republican Party to be the Trump Party. We might start winning again. But I thought John Boehner was off promoting marijuana or something.
Yeah, he joined some marijuana board, and he said he was always against marijuana until he just became an advisory board member of, in other words, kind of an informal lobbyist for legalizing pot across the United States.
And you wonder why I want the Republican Party dead. And moving on,
gosh.
just move it aside. It should go the way of the Whigs. This is I think, a great turning point, as it was when Lincoln took over. That party has served its purpose.
Yeah.
All it did was lose elections, serve corporate interests. Now Trump has to do what he actually ran on.
Yeah, well, he has a long road to hoe there. Ann Coulter, thanks so much.